Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the number one podcast with your favorite host, Actors Endurance, your number one podcast for the resilient artist. Yes, number one. What we got for the people today, Marlon?
Oh, well, we have being okay with being alone.
Hmm. You're listening to Actors Endurance, a podcast that inspires actors to never give up on their passion and find ways to continue to grow within the entertainment industry. My name is Shanette Wilson, and I'm an actress, and my co-host is Marlon Hargrave, and he is a teaching artist. And together, we are Actors Endurance. So, everyone knows that this is a journey, and most of the time, it's a solo journey. So, what are you doing to be okay with being alone, with all this alone time that you have as an artist?
Which should be a lot if you're actually working.
True. It is true.
So
it's a whole lot.
I'm one to say use your alone time wisely. And for me, that means to constantly just be working on something, that I think the phrase is do what you do great. Now I'm screwing this one up. Continue to do what you do if you're great at it, but you have to actually work on what you're not really good at and be brave enough to actually work on that. I would spend a long time to do that for real. Mm-hmm. And that will help you. It'll help you to get better, and it will help you to keep your other skill, your high set skill set. You can keep that in line because it's just like any other muscle. If you stop using it, eventually it will atrophy, if you would. So it will lose its value. So just kind of stay on top of your game.
Yeah, for sure. And what I realized as an actor, like I know that I spend a lot of time by myself, just studying, rehearsing, just a lot of things, preparing myself. I've also realized that it's across the board. Artists across the board spend a lot of time, whether you're a painter, a casting director, a director, a uh, a writer, just this business, whenever you're being creative, it requires a lot of alone time so that you can be creative, you can hone your craft and learn more. So, yeah. But I also feel like it's all in how you choose to look at it, just like everything. So you can see this alone time as, oh, a woe is me moment, or you can see the alone time as a creative space where it's a lot of fun and it's peaceful and you get to know yourself and you get to discover so many different things about you and your craft. And so, yeah, I think that would be a great thing once you choose to look at it in a positive light and you choose to accept the fact that it just is what it is. It doesn't have to be a bad thing.
And it's not. I believe that just in life in general, a lot of people should spend time alone so that you can kind of deal with yourself and you're not projecting all of your bad behavior on other people. To be honest with you, I think that a lot of people just in life in general, once you do that, then you come out of that as a better person. And I think that you need alone time just to deal with everything. Like if you're a parent and you have a job and you have all of this, that's an enormous amount of pressure that can be put on you. So to alleviate that pressure, you need alone time. And I know people who don't like to be alone, but also they seem to have a lot of problems, just emotional problems and things like that, because you're not having a release. So, don't be afraid of being alone. It doesn't mean that you are alone. It just means that you need a little bit of space to figure some things out.
Yes, for sure. And being alone doesn't necessarily mean lonely. You really should just be productive in all aspects of your life. So when you are alone, you should have productive alone time and have a balanced life. So you have your alone time where you're being productive, And then once that is done, you allocate other time to your hobbies, your family, your friends, things like that. So it's all about time management. It's all about your perspective and how you choose to look at things, how you choose to handle your different situations. I know in my alone time, I'll spend a lot of time reading, meditating, stretching because it makes my body feel better. What else? Studying, script analysis. I've come to like that. It's actually a lot of fun. And yeah, so I make sure that my time is, I'm so focused on what I'm doing that I don't realize that I'm actually by myself. I, kind of like immersed myself in what I'm doing, and yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a great thing. And personally, I need alone time. I'm not sure about you or you. I personally need my alone time to just people drain my energy, so I need my alone time to get my energy back. So
Yeah, and I really, I say it again, everyone needs alone time. You really do. So, and take advantage of it. She mentioned actually going out and doing something for your skill sets. And I believe that, excuse me, you'll hear me say this a lot, where you should put in about 4 hours a day into your craft. And most of that time you're alone. So you may get a scene partner or you may kind of work on some things, but as an actor, you're really working on yourself constantly. If you're not, then there's really no way for you to grow.
Message. Message. As an actor, you are working on yourself constantly. One of the reasons for that is the more you work on yourself, the more you have to bring to these different characters, these different roles. You have a nice, colorful life, a nice imagination, different experiences to bring to all these different roles that you have no idea are going to fall into your lap. So yeah, it's okay to be alone. It's okay to be by yourself. It's a great thing. Another way to be alone is to take care of yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, ladies, you can work on your makeup skills. You can work on doing your hair a little different. If you like to do your nails, that's another thing. Facials and face masks and hand masks if you're a hand model or things like that, like moisturizing and take a bath. Oh, that's one of the most relaxing things. Take a bath, relax, listen to some meditation or some music. There's a lot of different things that you can do by yourself. Go hiking. Um, yeah, it's a lot of things that you can do by yourself to just create that peaceful energy. That also goes if you can create those things when you're by yourself, when you're on set and it's a lot going on and you need to just focus, you can fall back into that place so you can focus on what you need to do outside of all the noise. So you can focus on your role or the audition that you have, whatever it is. So
And you can take time out to, if you're multi-talented, you can kind of take time out to work on other talents, or you may figure out that you're good at something else. You may get some quiet time and you're writing something down, and the next thing you know, you have a book, you have a play, you have something that you didn't even realize you had, or tapped into a talent that you didn't realize was within you. So oftentimes, if it's too much noise coming in, you don't have enough time to listen. So I'm a big fan of having enough time to listen to yourself, and checking in with yourself, checking in to see health wise. Like you may be running and running, you got a little ache here, a little pain here, a couple of days of listening to your body and being in a quiet place. You can say, well, wait a minute, this isn't right. Or, you can actually go back and say, well, my stomach hurt yesterday. What did I eat? There's a lot of time that you can use productively to get yourself in order, to get your craft in order, to keep your family in order. Schedule alone time, just like you have to schedule your other times, and we've talked about that and how to stay organized as an actor or a performer. But you have to take time for yourself. So please do that.
oh yeah, for sure. And also when you're taking time for yourself, it's important to really get in the headspace of getting to know who you are. If you're always around people and you're immersed in this lifestyle and you're always on set or around people, you get into the habit of pleasing people or wanting to please people or wanting to go along and get along. If everyone wants to go to the burger joint, you don't even eat burgers, but everybody wants to go. Now you're always going to the burger joint, right? Or if you don't drink, everyone's going to the bar, then you always go. So when you're by yourself, you get to do what you want to do. So now you actually know what you want to do. You're not having to make this person happy or worried about making this person happy or worried about if this person likes you or this person. You like yourself. You figure out what you like, what you want, what resonates with you, what you gravitate towards. So you really get to know yourself a lot better. And when you're not around people, you're not around other people's influences. So then you're in a more creative space to really let your own light shine, because we're all individual. I believe in God, and God is amazing. How else do we all end up with different fingerprints? That's crazy. With all these people in the world, no one has the same fingerprint. Think about it. But yeah, so you were born with your own ideas and greatness within you. So when you're by yourself, you have time to think about that and let it come out.
Yes. Even in the beginning of this episode, I didn't do it, but Marlon the great Marlon Hargrave. That's just an affirmation.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Put it out there. Yes. The great Marlon Hargrave, because when two or more come together. And speaking of great, what about being grateful? How about being grateful?
How about being grateful?
Being grateful that you're alive, you're still here, and able to do what you love as an artist. That's amazing. You have endured so many different things, because we all go through something. You've endured so many different things. So when you're alone, take that time to be grateful. Be grateful for everything that you're breathing. You have two eyes. You have two hands. You have someone that loves you. You have someone that's checking on you. You live in a nice house. You're making money. You be grateful for so many things. So
you should really be grateful whether you're winning or not, because you're always winning.
Always.
I was from 1996 to 2019. I couldn't walk. I was crippled for 23 years, still trying to do all of this. But and now that I can walk, it's so funny. But I'm still learning how to walk properly. Heel to toe and all of that. But what I do not do anymore is take that for granted. I'm very, very thankful. Wake up thankful every day to know that I can walk again. And after, from 26 to 49, that was a long little stretch of not being able to do it. So be thankful for what you have. When you lose it, thank God I got it back. Let me just put it that way. That's where I'll leave it. So yes, be thankful.
Yeah.
And you
endured, Mark.
You endured,
You endured.
And
we all endure something.
And actually, one more thing, let go of a character.
Ooh.
Take this time to let go of that character. I was working with one of my students yesterday, and he was talking about a time that I taught him how to get out of character, because he was depressed in bed 2 days crying. This guy was really, it was a bad character. So take care of that, shake that character off, and we'll do something on that about how to let go of a character, how to get in the character, then how to let go of a character. But oh my goodness, what is that?
Oh, now wait a minute. Come on, man. Come on. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. That tick, tick, boom. Adam time.
Adam of the day.
Go ahead and give it to him. The acting tip of the moment. What you got for the people today,
is memorizing lines. How to memorize lines. There's several ways. You can go to YouTube. You'll find a whole bunch of different ways. These are just a couple of things that have worked for me. I do script analysis. And the first thing I do is I read the play several times. And then I'll do my script analysis on the whole play. Then I'll do it on every scene. And then I'll go back to my scenes in particular. By that time, you would have had the repetition. You can read it and speak it at the same time. Learn your lines while moving. It's very important. If you learn them while you're sitting down, you will forget them. So, be moving, do your dishes, washing dishes or washing your car or, whatever it is. And one more thing is to listen to the script, put on some headphones, get a reader, or you can read the script yourself. Mm-hmm. And just like you learn a song, you hear it over and over, you start moving your lips to it, and then eventually you will start to know it. Do it in rote, meaning no emotions.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And with that, we have a tip of the day.
Oh, yeah. Okay, y'all. So, yeah, we're getting ready to wrap this thing on up. But before we go, I'm going to give you the quote of the day. So, since today's episode was about being okay being alone, I chose a quote from the late great Robin Williams. Oh, do I love him. He was amazing. Yes, R.I.P. Robin Williams. Now, Robin Williams says, I used to think the worst thing in life was to end up all alone. It's not. The worst thing in life is to end up with people that make you feel all alone. That's deep. That's deep.
That is deep.
Yeah.
That is deep.
So with that quote, be mindful of the company you keep.
Yes. All right, so, we're only here for a short time.
Yep, we're only here for a good time, not a long time.
That's what
we're here
trying
for a
to say.
good time, not a long
time.
Yeah, so check out actorsendurance.com for all the updates and all the information about us, our show, all the things we have coming up. And, thank y'all for tuning in.
The website, the merch, the number one show for the resilient artist. And always remember that greatness is a process, so hone your skills daily.
Yes.
I'm Ron Hargrave.
I'm Shanette Wilson.
And we are Actors Endurance.
Yes.